Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia. It's Week 11 of the NFL on EA Sports. As we'll see Josh Allen and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Jalen Hurts and the Cleveland Browns.
The city of Philadelphia is one of rich history and passion, and you can always count on the latter when you step inside Lincoln Financial Field. Just a short time ago, these Philly fans in full roar as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. Pyrotechnics ablaze. They're set to go as their Eagles will match up with the Cleveland Browns. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So here come the Browns for their first drive on offense. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
And despite the 3 touchdown passes he threw, there's a lot to work on this week, wasn't there?
Oh, ton of interception.
Yeah, I mean, when you're going really, I know that it's reckless. I think it's much more of a message, hey, defense, I believe in you in case we don't get it. And offense, trying to let him know he believes in them as well.
I like it. Your first drive of the game in plus territory. Be aggressive. Hurts throw here complete to Kelsey. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll make it second and a foot or so.
A lot of tight ends just use their size and their strength, try to occupy some space and kind of body people away and catch the football. But not this guy. He's a refined route runner. Makes me wonder if he took some dance classes in his background with his footwork.
I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sideline thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
Throwing again on second down. Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Christian McCaffrey with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Browns take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by the 7th overall pick in 2018 from Wyoming. It's Josh Allen.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
Allen now on first down. It's brought in by Harris. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Here's Ronald Jones, first carry for the USC man. And this is going to be an Eagles first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. The numbers for Jones last week, 17 carries, 69 yards, and a touchdown.
I was so glad you asked for a couple of offensive linemen to talk to before the game, because they told us that in last week's contest, everything was clicking. Didn't matter whether they were doing gap scheme, zone scheme, power, whatever it was working. And they expect more of the same in this game, although they're preparing for some adjustments by the defense they expect to see.
And they run the option here on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. From just shy of midfield, Allen. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. T.J. Watt racking up sack number 12 for him on the year. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He rifles one that's intercepted. It's Cameron Dantzler who picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now remember, this is the #1 defense in the National Football League. There's a good example of why.
Shows that they set an aggressive tone, not just stopping the run, not just getting after the quarterback, but the ball's in the air. They treat it like they're the receivers, and they went after that one and took it all the way.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
It all comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Off the option, it's Jones. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as he's able to get about 3 that time on 3rd and inches. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Here's Allen to throw it. And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd and 10, Allen. This one swung out here to Jones. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. 2 minutes to play, first half. It's 14-0. On 4th down, Joseph Charlton on to punt. Back deep, the dangerous Tyler Lockett. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. That one sails out of bounds. The side judge will walk it off. And he says it went out of bounds at the 9-yard line. Nice punt. The Browns drive about to get started. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Flushed out right. And that throw behind his man, he missed him, incomplete. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. Lines up and lets it go for Samuel. Oh, a contested ball here, and it's going to be caught. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Now left side on the swing pass. And some space here. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble. He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
Rolling to his right. And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Kadarius Toney, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it ends with a touchdown for Cleveland. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And with a 3-score deficit staring him in the face, they might have to press the issue here and try to get points out of this drive. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. To the air, Allen. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out.
That was a beautifully executed screen pass. Let the rushers get upfield. The blocking forms in front. Lofted it to the runner. And now, not only does he have open space in front of him, he's got an escort as well, and they pick up big yardage.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop him with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen. And he's taken down. This will be a Brown sack. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Throw right side is complete to Andrews, his tight end. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Online, but off the crossbar, no good. A long-range effort denied 3 points at the very end. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. All things considered, a pretty good kick, just cruel punishment there to be denied by the crossbar.
If you're going to hit from that distance, sometimes you're going to need a little luck, and unfortunately for him, this time the break goes against him.
They go play action with Hurts. And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Kadarius Toney in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns will extend their lead here just before halftime. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the route is on here in this first half. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. All that remains is to snap this once, and that'll do it for the first half of play.
Offside defense.
Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
A final shot before half for Allen. A high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete. So we come upon halftime, and it's the visiting Browns with the lead. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. The NFL season going to be about 2/3 complete after this weekend, so lots to get to as we check out what's going on here in Week 11. We'll get started up at Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, and it's the Bengals who are out in front. It's Mac Jones with a touchdown pass there. From there, we head to the Big Easy to check on the Saints at home in the Superdome. And that one's gone to the half with the visiting Broncos on top. Jimmy Garoppolo has thrown a touchdown pass. Finally, let's get you to Baltimore. Check on the Ravens at home at M&T Bank Stadium. And that one all tied against the visiting Steelers. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3. It's It's the Eagles ready to see the football first, and they trail here as we resume action in this third quarter. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they have a mountainous deficit looming in front of them. It was really, Charles, a disaster of a first half. So where do they go from here?
Well, first thing they have to remember is that what's done is done, and there's no going back. And now you have to play this drive by drive. Obviously, come back in this spot, pretty unlikely. But you just have to go out, take pride in your work, and try and put something together here in the second half.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Allen, this one caught by his tight end, Andrews. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. On play action, Allen. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
A gain of 6 there on first.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
Allen to throw once more. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Justin Simmons. And the Browns will take over here just shy of the 30. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in, coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
A big connection on that one. 34 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now a throw here to his running back. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it'll be 2nd and about a yard to go for the first. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties. He's able to knock that one away.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. Flush to his right. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here in 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off. When you look at the scoreboard, you'd think they'd be pretty comfortable right now with this lead, but these guys are absolutely not going to let up. They want to increase their lead, and they want to do it with a big play. Unable to connect in that attempt.
So the turnover leads to points as they add 3 there.
Yeah, what a sequence there, and a nice one for them. They forced the interception, put together a little drive, and then come away with 3 points. Nothing to it, partner. Just do it.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And this is going to be an Eagles first down as the tackle made just shy of the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. intercepted a third time. Picked off at the 45. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line. And right about now, you start to think, and maybe they're starting to think, gosh, maybe points aren't going to happen for us in this game.
Well, it's a thought that is worth having because so far in this game, this defense has not just had the upper hand. They've appeared to be.
And that's going to be caught for a Browns touchdown. Travis Kelce, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Browns take advantage of field position on the turnover to cash this one in. Tucker with the extra point, and that will extend this big lead. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. First down, Allen. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Anthony Walker. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So 1st and 10. And if they score on this drive, might have to start digging into our second-half blowout material. Off the play fake. Here's Hurts. And lets it fly for Lockett. And it'll be incomplete. Good job staying with him defensively. And it'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Hurts. That'll be caught. It's Tony. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Kadarius Toney with touchdown number 3 in the game and 6 on the year. And the Browns are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the lead will swell by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They have been struggling. I would imagine at halftime they went through some possible changes. Well, those changes aren't working, so now where do you go?
I think that now it's much more in their head. And what I mean by that is just what you said. You've gone over the changes. I bet they were pretty clinical at the half, not too emotional. They might need to go to the emotional side because you've got to find something, some spark somewhere. And so far, just being calm hasn't exactly worked.
They need any spark at this point. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Finding Hardman here over the middle. And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Ronald Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are finally on the board here in the 4th quarter. So they will get on the scoreboard here. Give them credit for that. Too little, too late, but no 0. Oh, you're going slow clap on me.
Not very nice, is it?
No, but they haven't been very nice on offense. It's been a struggle. Santos with the extra point as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he won't quite make it to the 25. Jalen Hurts in this offense trotting back out. And Charles, he's already north of 300 yards in this game.
And while watching him work, I just keep coming back to what a magic number that is. We've almost made it routine, haven't we? 300 yards, wow, what a great day. We don't understand what goes into that. And today, he's taking advantage of every opportunity, and he's being very precise throwing the football.
Some highlights to show for his efforts. The Browns drive about to get started. And, Charles, we are in the midst of a very one-sided affair. I think this is where you and I have to fill a little bit. You want to regale us with old stories of your childhood in New Paltz, New York?
I don't think anyone wants to hear that, but this is a perfect time for us to start listing MVP candidates, right? The best teams we've seen so far this year, the best games that we've called thus far, how we anticipate the season unfolding. We can go in so many different directions.
Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. The Browns on third down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. It's Kelsey on the ground. And he is going to have a Browns first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. On first down, this is McCaffrey. Might have gotten this one down to the 28, and that's all. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. Hurts sets up to throw it. This will be caught at Samuel. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Throwing is Hurts. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. 7 big yards on the carry there to get him within range of the goal line with third down upcoming. Hurts. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on third down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
He's got it. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Tucker now to add the point after. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So that one a pretty time-consuming 10-play drive. And it's capped off by the Browns touchdown. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They're looking at 2nd down now as they search for a consolation score. To throw again on 2nd down. Allen got his man complete over the middle. That's Torres.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Oh, Allen cannot get away, and down he goes. T.J. Watt, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. After the sack on first down, Allen. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And for the Browns, a nickel set here on third down. too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll only get this back to the 10-yard line. Not too sure what he was doing there. A very good punt, but a 16-yard return. And control of the football, switching hands here with very little time remaining in this contest. That one looks like he'll throw here. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And his guys are going to take over at their own 48-yard line. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. One final shot. They'll look to throw. Oh, Andrews has it. What a catch. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Cleveland, the great run they've been on continues as they move to 9-1 now. And they will return home next week to take on the Vegas Raiders. Meanwhile,